Welcome back to Akane-banashi episode 3. This time, what's gonna happen? Because I mean, we've watched 2 episodes so far, and I'm already locked in. I really love the vibe of this show. I love the sort of sports anime genre that we've got going on with this. I love the characters so far. So I think it's going to give me everything that I look for in these sorts of sports anime type things. I don't know like the pacing of what to expect, and like, yeah, I don't know, but I'm really excited. So let's jump into this. This is Akane-banashi episode 3. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account for the full-length reactions, early access, exclusive videos for both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. And check out my Naruto reactions. They're absolutely worth it. Let's jump into this Akane-banashi episode 3. Third story, senior apprentices. Was he in practice? What do you mean? He's practicing. What else could he be doing? Aww. But that's so cute. That's true. Right. Oh, I love Akane so much. And yeah, I like this guy being so nervous about it. Aww. Here we go. Her mother's so cute. I thought she might. Yeah, I was gonna say, Akane wasn't gonna keep it a secret. She would have been excited about it. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Man, parent stuff gets me so emotional. Aww. You're a good guy, man. That was really nice. That was a nice scene. Yeah, like a black belt. Ooh. Oh, they're all futatsume. Of course she can. Yeah. You know her. Oh my god. That's nice. You're a good guy. He'll probably start getting pretty harsh about stuff. Kyoji. Yeah, he's a good two-shoes. Nice. He's intense, but he's like... It seems like he's fair, you know? They did say that Zenza do a lot of chores. This is true. I think I would also be pissed off if I was just doing a bunch of chores when I wanted to do Rakugo.
やっぱり落語は芸なのよ。おはようございます。挨拶。うっす。ちゃんか。今日講座上がれる
She'd love to.
拍手。入門決まってるんでしょ
Oh, look how happy she is. I love her smile. She's such a likable protagonist to me.
講座にはあげていい。
お手並み拝見だな。
I'm excited.
表現力の高さもさることながら何より居住まいが美しい。
Nice thing to point out.
一朝一夕で身につく代物ではない。
I like how realistic it sounds.
だが
Like when we hear her at a distance like this, it really sounds like she's in a room like this.
あれ
Is it not?
全く受けてないわけじゃないけど。
Yeah, not quite the response you'd want. Yeah.
なんで悪い感じ
Sometimes different audiences just respond
話だけ
differently.
は仕込んであるか。拍手の行為で出番をもらえたというのに。
不満なんて全然わーって波立つような笑いを起こせなかったのが悔しくて。自分のダメさがよくわかった。
Oh, I mean, it looks like you were doing great.
傲慢だな。君の落語は身勝手極まりない。
Damn, man, he really is harsh.
ならば150キロでボール球を投げ続けて
Yeah. Just constant fastballs.
ゾーンに入らないから面白いとは思わない。 腕は認める。話は通してやる。明日からそこに通え。
Oh?
そして
やってやりますよ。
Umi.
学ぶ場所居酒屋。
Sort of learn socializing with people.
ここでの経験も絶対意味があるはず。
Good. She's already got a good attitude with this stuff.
ご予約ですか？
予約じゃないです。
ご新規様、こちらのお席へどうぞ。頑張ってすぐに身につけてやる。いらっしゃいませ。
She's oh man, she's so charismatic.
居酒屋海。そうか。ミクちゃんのところか。
Miku-chan.
面白くなりそうじゃねえか。
じゃあ福井県産のサワラを使用し
Oh my god.
あとこちらは
Jesus Christ.
悪いんだけどさ、ちょっと頑張りすぎよね。頑張る前にまずは人を見ることよ。
Some people don't want that. You have to like read the room.
どうだろうね。柊さん、真剣に悩んでるんすよ。だってこれスポーツじゃないし。とりあえず言われた通りにやってみたら。
Like some people want to chat a lot, some people just want quiet to be served. Some people just want you to listen like that.
疲れた。目の前の人のことを考えてない。バカじゃん。私。
She actually is learning very quickly.
ほんと無茶ぶりするわよね、きょうちゃん。
きょうちゃん。
多分あの人心が読めるのよ。
Oh,
笑
really?
いも涙もこっちが欲しいタイミングにドンピシャで入れてくるの。本当に心地よくてね。
That's cute.
私にもできないかといろいろやってみたわ。ほら、若いんだし難しく考えないでいろいろやってみたら。
It's pretty good life advice,
大
honestly.
丈夫。場を笑い話にできるのが落語のいいところでしょ。
That's true. Aw.
いや、全然グッときたっす。
Yeah.
ちょっといいですか
I like him.
ご注文。
Oh, is he a foreigner?
これ見てて。
Oh, she's gonna like act it out. That's really cool. A cool way to use your Rakugo skills.
そう。イエス、多分イエス。
Oh, this is so cute.
さすが落語家さんね。
焼き鳥
どうぞ。
ありがとう。
Oh,
どうも。
that's so cute. That actually got me emotional. I don't know why. Just like her communicating like that.
その調子で頼むわね。
どうぞ。オレンジジュースです。
来週末都内で営業がある。君も同行しろ。
Aww. Great.
の成果とくと見せてもらうぞ
Awesome, man. What a great episode. It flew by. That was so good. What a great episode, man. It was so simple. It was such a simple, like, and in fact, sometimes I don't care as much about these sorts of episodes, which is just like, you know, the character training by doing things that you know, this is like a sports anime trope. This is another way that you know that this is a sports anime, because this is a huge sports anime trope. Like, the main character needs to learn something, and then their mentor goes like, I'm gonna get you to do this random thing that looks like it has nothing to do with the sport that you're playing, and then they go do it, and then eventually they learn. I mean, it's not just sports anime. I mean, this is fucking Karate Kid, you know, wax on, wax off. That's the whole thing there, like where he has to do a bunch of like seemingly meaningless chores, but then you find out that later how it like fits into the grand scheme of things. So it's like a very common thing in these sorts of stories, and like, you know, I will like it to varying degrees. It can be satisfying seeing the result of it, but sometimes like getting to the result can be a little boring sometimes. But honestly, I think to me, I just like Akane so much that like it carries me along through this, where like everything, I'm just rooting for her to do right in everything, and I love seeing her progress a lot. And like, you know, there was almost no reason for me to tear up during the scene where she's translating for the seemingly English speaker. There was really no reason for me to be tearing up at that, but I was, just because like I don't know, I was so proud of Akane that like, and I was so excited for her as well. Like, it's not just about like, oh, I want her to succeed, but I want her to succeed because I love seeing her excitement when she does, you know? I love seeing her light up. It's really incredible, and I like, we're only 3 episodes in, and this character has won my heart, and I wanna stick with her. I wanna make sure that she's like that she's protected forever. I really loved it, and like I loved like Miku-chan in this episode. You know, he was just like a really really lovable, you know, like he's a very obviously flamboyant guy, but he was just like very kind to her and patient, and like, and I loved his little story about like he went to see Shiguma, and saw like Shiguma's Rakugo, and felt like, you know, when I wanted to cry, he would make me cry. When I wanted to laugh, he would make me laugh. Like, it felt like he was like, whatever I needed was what was given to me, which is like, you know, that. And I think like when I was seeing the advice that Miku-chan was giving, I was also feeling like this, even though I know this stuff, it still makes me think about like, am I doing this in my life? Like, he was talking about like, if you want people to like you, you need to like accept them first, you know? Like, you need to like find who they are and like the person that they are, and like and take that in, and then you can start to endear yourself to them. And I think that's like really interesting in such a way that like, I was thinking about it and I was like, wow, the people that I don't really get along with, I think part of it is that, where it's like, I struggle to accept them for where they are. And so like, if I'm trying to, because the thing is, when I want people to like me, I like it's a big part of my life, is I really want people to like me. It's why, you know, I did a lot of acting training throughout all of school, or basically all of my schooling. I did like outside of school acting training and stuff. And I've done lots of plays and performances and some short films and other stuff, right? And it's like, acting is like one way to like try to make people like you, you know, like you want to be on stage and being the one to entertain them. It's very much like Rakugo in that fashion. And like, you know, there's there was nothing better to me than the feeling of like being on stage and making jokes and hearing the laughter when you made the joke. You know, if you deliver your line right and there's just like a lot of laughter, like some of the best moments of my life is like when you can nail something on stage and like really affect people, you know. And same reason that I've made videos basically all of my life. Like you may be looking at this channel and going, well, this channel's only like 3 or 4 years old or whatever. That's not all of your life. I have been making videos almost all of my life. They just have not all been on this channel. But like I've probably gone through like 6 or 7 YouTube channels in my life before like finding this one and being like, this is what I actually want to do. But I've made videos since I was like, I remember when I was, I don't know, I would have been like 7 or something. I'm not sure. I remember like filming my Nintendo DS and playing Scribblenauts and like making a video about Scribblenauts and then like filming my laptop screen while playing like a weird Tron game or whatever. And just like doing stuff like that, filming my TV and playing Call of Duty and like doing all of this stuff. And so like over time I would be trying more and more to entertain people. And like, you know, they sucked when I was a kid. Of course they did. Of course. Why wouldn't they suck? But as time goes on, you know, I do it more and more because I'm just like, I'm hoping, I want people to like me and I want to be entertaining. And so like I relate to this stuff a lot, but then when it says like, so like when people don't like me, I get upset about that, even if I don't like that person. Even if it, like, you'd think it's like, oh, if I don't like this person, who cares what they think of me? The problem is I care what they think of me. I really do. Even if, because I would, like, in my perfect world, everyone likes me and I like everyone. And I can make some of that happen, you know? Like, if I don't like the person, at the very least, I want them to like me, and then maybe I can like them eventually. Sometimes that's happened before, you know? There have been, I'm not going to say who, because that's rude, but there have been people in my life who I have met, and when I first met them, I did not like them. I didn't vibe with them at all. And then, like, as time went on, I started to, like, luckily, I you know, when I don't like a person, I try not to be rude to them or anything. And so hopefully that person still liked me. And then as time went on, because they would continue to talk to me and stuff, I started to understand them more and I started to connect with them more. And then, like, now I love them, you know, now they're close friends of mine and I respect them a lot. So, you know, that can happen, and that is like part of like accepting where they're at. So like it relates a lot. What Miku-chan said like relates a lot to me, because like I think about that, and I think about like, I'm gonna make up an example of a random person, but like, let's say, you know, X. I don't like X when I first meet them. Maybe I think they're arrogant. Maybe I think they like kind of, you know, are a bit condescending in the way they explain things and stuff. And then, you know, time goes on and I continue to talk to X, and then eventually I have gotten to know X well enough that I'm like, hang on, I don't think they're meaning to be condescending when they do that stuff. And also, now that I've spoken to them enough, I've found like these really nice things about this person, you know? I've found that X does these things for people and cares about these aspects of people, and like tries to make sure people are happy in this respect, you know? And like maybe X is coming off as condescending because they're trying very hard to make sure you understand something because they don't want you to be lost. Like, it's actually coming from a place of respect, but like, you know, maybe they're on the spectrum a little bit and they struggle to understand when people are not welcoming of that. And like that, you know, so that, like, those sorts of things like go through, and then eventually I'm like, no, actually X is a really good person. and at that point I feel like I connect more with X because of, as Miku-chan said, like, I've sort of accepted them for where they're at. I have accepted them for who they are. And because of that, I can connect with them more, and then they connect with me more, and then we become better friends. So so I think it's like really beautiful having a scene like that and talking about that stuff and relating that to Rakugo. But I just loved that scene of her like translating for that guy, because it's like, it's kind of silly and fun, you know, like I think he was kind of enjoying it, like the foreign guy was kind of enjoying it, because it's like entertaining, but also he like felt like respected, and she wasn't being condescending to him. She was like, oh, I think you're trying to understand this, let me help you out, this is beer, this is yakitori, you know. And yeah, that's really great. It is funny though when like one of them like she you know, motioned it, and then he was like yakitori. It's like, oh, if you knew the word for yakitori, like then maybe it could have, we could have been somewhere, you know. But maybe I don't know, maybe she told him the word for yakitori, and then it just cut to him ordering it, you know? I don't know. Anyway, really great episode. I liked it a lot. I like Kyoji as well. And I liked in this episode, the Masaki scene was early on as well. That scene was like emotional as well. Man, I'm getting so invested in these characters. Anyway, that's Akane-banashi episode 3. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.